Hey, what's going on? I'm gonna talk to y'all about multitasking or having more than one stream of income or focusing on more than one thing. So some people, man, say you gotta focus on one thing. So I'm like, okay, you can focus on one thing. But I have been multitasking or having more than one thing for years. I'm talking about even when I was a little boy. For example, my daddy had a business and he actually had more than one operation inside of that business. And then my mama had businesses, and she had a daycare and a hair salon. So she built those things from the ground up, of course with my daddy's help or whatever. But in all the things that they done, they actually included me in those things. And I had a role to do in those things. But the crazy thing about it, I never got paid for it. I never got paid for it. But I never complained about it either, because if you didn't do it, they'll just say, all right, you ain't got to do it, don't worry about it. But I learned a lot of things from that experience because it got me to where I am today, multitasking and having different streams of income. So for all you people out there that think you can't have multiple streams of income, it's going to require you to multitask and keep your stuff on a tight rope and in line. So when I was younger, I helped them with their businesses. I helped them raise my little niece. And I also had to do football. I had to do basketball. I had to run track. And I had to keep my grades up if I wanted to go play college football. So I'm thinking, like, how in the world I got all that stuff done? I basically went, in high school, I went from football practice to working with my daddy, which we had to move his equipment from grove to grove. So sometimes I get off football practice, I go straight home, and then me and my cousin would drive behind my daddy as we went and picked up the other equipment. And then he would have to drive a car back, I would have to drive a car back, my daddy had to drive the other equipment back. And then we had to go back and do it again in the same night. And sometimes we would get home at 9:30, 10 o'clock. And that's coming straight from football practice, just moving his equipment. And then sometimes I would even fall asleep. And I would thank God it was for my cousin that he stopped us from going in the ditch. That my daddy didn't know about it. But the simple fact is, put in the work, whether you get paid or not, because you're going to get experience. And experience is way greater than money. Sometimes when I give people money to get started, dude, it's only a little bit of money that I'm going to get back for sure. And I'm hoping that you will get back if you do right by the money. So do right by the money. I remember doing payroll for my dad as a little boy. Some people would get a check less than $10. And the reason why they got a check less than $10 is because my daddy had already fronted them the money. My daddy fronted them the money before they needed it, because they needed to do whatever they needed to do to take care of themselves. And then when he sent me to go take the checks to them, I couldn't even drive, barely sitting over the steering wheel, sent me, say, go down there and take this man his check. I'm thinking, like, you gonna give me the address? Didn't give me the address, he said, go down there. So when I went down there, I had to find out where the man was, man standing outside waving at me. He said, hey, Zep Jr., hey, Mr. Zep Jr., Mister, call me Mister. As a little old boy, call me Mister. So all those things was in me. So anytime I go through a challenge as an older man, anytime I have an opportunity to make the business decisions or whatever, I remember those days that I already done it. I already invested in it. I already done work for free. So there's nothing wrong with working for free as long as you're gaining experience. But when that experience stops, you have to change your environment. All right, so y'all get on board. Hope y'all understand this message. Went on different tangents. Hey, but if you listen to all of this video, you should get something. You should get something, man. Go make some money. That doesn't make sense. Go make some money. Go make something happen in your life instead of sitting around doing one thing, waiting on one man to give you more. Doesn't make sense to me. Hey, I'm Coach Zep from Next Level Sports and Fitness. There's no better time now than to dream it, position it, and get it.